PTE Scored Practice Tests will be moving to a new platform. Is PTE changing? Are the trial questions considered? Is exam becoming difficult? What is exactly it means when you say they're moving to a new platform? Well, if you're bombarded with all these questions, then trust me, today's video is that video which gives you complete insights, confirmed news about everything that is circulating in the media today. Want to make most out of this video? Make sure you watch the video till the end. Hey everybody, Nakul here from SKILLS PTE Academic. Really hope everybody is doing fantastic. I'm back with yet another super awesome power-packed video on is PTE changing. We'll talk everything about it very shortly, but before we begin, if not subscribed to this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button, and anytime you need online assistance, it's a paid assistance, you can check the information in the description of this video. We have left a WhatsApp link. You can click on the link, send us a message. I'll be there, we will be there to help you guide in the right direction. Alright, without further ado, let's straight away get right into the video. So this is what I got when I searched in the internet, which you also can do. PTE Scored Test will be moving to a new platform in 2024. If you have purchased a practice test before 2024 and have not taken it, please complete it at the earliest opportunity, 31st October 2024. So what does this mean? Why this 31st October 2024? What does it mean when you say moving to a new platform? Well, this is quite surprising for me as well when I got to know about this probably 1 or 2 days before. My take on this is probably there are some changes with respect to the back-end things. Probably they're moving to a new platform. Probably they have put all their codes and everything in one server. Probably they are coming out of it. Maybe because their contract is over and they're moving to a new one. This is just my hunch. This is my take, but I'm not sure exactly what is going to happen next. Very soon we will understand all the recent updates. The first recent changes that have happened since 1 week or probably 15 days. The first recent change is this. Within 48 hours after purchasing the scored practice test, any practice codes need to be released by the official PTE scoring engine. This can take up to 48 hours. Please allow 48 hours from purchase before contacting customer surveys. This was not the case before. I myself have taken official mock n number of times, and whenever I pay the amount, the voucher codes are received immediately to my email. But now the things are changing. Why? What could be the reason? Well, nobody knows it. Pearson alone can answer this, but is this affecting some other changes? We will talk about it. But if you pay money to the Pearson to buy the voucher codes, it will minimum take 48 hours. These people are getting the response after like 24 hours or 40 hours. So make sure you wait for 48 hours. This is the first update. Let's move on to the second update. Outside the 48 hours, if it has crossed or if it has been more than 48 hours since your purchase and you still haven't received your code, then you can contact the customer support. All these are available in their website. You can click on the customer support link and give them a call. They will be available only between 9 to 5. Post 5, if you have not gotten the code and you're trying to make a call, it will just add to even more frustration. That's the recent change number 2. Let's quickly move on to recent change number 3. PTE Scored Practice Tests will be moving to a new platform in 2024. Well, this is what I'm talking about. This is what is scaring me as well. What they actually mean, my take, like I told you, they could be moving to a different server, they could be changing the code, they could be doing something else, which is what it is. But what if they're actually testing some new things? What if they're trying to bring some new things? Then the actual problem starts, because the next update that I'm going to talk about will actually scare you more. Let's talk about the fourth update, the fourth recent change. If you have purchased a practice test before 2024 and haven't taken it yet, please complete it at the earliest opportunity. So what does it mean? Henceforth, the same test will not be there. Probably they're changing something. Right now we have for PTE Academic, Score Test A, B, C, D and E. All 5 have been latest, I think last added in the year 2021. If they're adding F, G, H, why are they saying complete the previous test at the earliest? Probably they're adding something new which was not there before. As a result, they're asking you to complete all of the previous tests at the earliest. So what is that new change? We'll see if I can bring that on very shortly. But before that, let's move on to the recent change number 5. If you purchased the test in 2024 and let's say you have completed it, pay more attention. Please save your score by 31st October 2024. What does it mean? If you are not saving it, that means you don't get it. Why aren't you getting it? It's just a small piece of data, man. Your email, Gmail itself has thousands of data, thousands year old, isn't it so? Why are they saying save it? Meaning it will not be available. Why? Probably this is a hint that they're actually moving to a new platform, meaning probably moving to a new server. Let's say to a very common man, see, they have all the data in one repository. They've made a contract with that person, let's say AWS, Hostinger, some company, they've given a contract for this many years, and there is some rift, there's some fight going on, or something happened, and 10 years over, the contract is over, and they don't want to continue. Now they have to change it to a new server. Well, they can place all of it completely to a new server, but I'm not sure why they're saying save it. Save it in the sense you're not going to get the previous data again. This is again little surprising for me. At the moment, Pearson have not revealed any more news on this. Expecting more input from them. Even I myself called the customer care to understand more, and that poor lady said she doesn't know anything. All right, so let's quickly move on to what I've got next. The sixth recent change. Please note, this change only relates to scored practice tests used for preparation. This is the one fortunate thing. All this are not applicable to the main test. Probably in the future, we don't know. But whatever the changes they're doing, it's only for the practice test. Right now, we have practice test for PTE Academic alone, which is test A, test B, test C, test D, and test E. Probably they're adding something else. Probably they are adding the trial questions. The trial questions are in the main exam, correct? Yes or no? Hope you're aware. There are 2 trial questions in the main exam, which is happening very frequently. Probably they're incorporating that in the practice test as well as unscored. Not scored, unscored, or I'm not sure, but this is what my take about all the 6 recent changes that I swiftly talked about. Let's move on to what's next. What's going to happen next? I understand a lot of questions in your mind. The very first question is PTE adding new modules? If you ask me, 100% no, they're not adding new module to the main exam. If that was the case, they would have told long time back. That sums up this particular question. They're not adding. Let's take the second question. Is PTE changing the format? Well, they cannot change the format. See, we are developing a website and we are training the data. Minimum it takes 8 months to train the data, man. So if you're changing a format, it's not like going and buying an ice cream from the shop. Correct? You pay money and they give you something new. No, it requires years of tons of data, practice, and lot many things. So if they're really changing the format, then those 2 trial questions can come as scored one in the future, not the near future, in the distant future. But at the moment, is PTE changing the format? No. Probably the trial question researching may continue. If you know the answer, you just speak the answer. If you don't want to risk on it, you just click next and move on. Don't have to worry too much about the trial questions, because as the name says, it is still a trial question. The third question, why are they moving to a new platform? Only Pearson CEO can answer this, but I know these questions are in your mind, even in my mind. Probably some business things at a very high level is forcing them to change it. This is what I can think of at the moment, but definitely not much of the changes at the APIs level or the format level. Everything will remain the same except for the trial questions, which I think may be included in the practice score test, but it will not affect. It will not be scored for sure in the main exam 100%. The next question, are trial questions considered henceforth? I'm 99.9999% sure. In the near future, 100% no, because these trial questions respond to a situation and summarize group discussion. These 2, one of them is a part of PTE Core. So probably all their testing is for the PTE Core and not for PTE Academic at all, but they're using our time, our data, our energy for free, probably. So trial questions will not be scored, nope, 99.99% sure. But in the distant future, probably after 1 year or 2 years, once they have enough data, probably it may be scored, but at the moment, this is what I can think of. The last question, should I switch to IELTS? So many people ask me this, should I switch to IELTS because I'm getting scared? PTE templates are changing, that is changing. Guys, IELTS is 10 times more difficult than PTE. don't switch to IELTS thinking PTE is so difficult. IELTS is more difficult, so we teach both PTE and IELTS. Don't have to switch to IELTS. Not much of the changes. Everything is, in a hidden format. That's the reason it's scaring you more, it's surprising. Don't have to worry, just follow us. Wait for the correct information. If any more information available, I'll be the first person to talk about it. But at the moment, don't switch anywhere. Don't think otherwise, just continue preparation. The trial questions will be scored? No, it will not be scored. Any more updates I'm going to talk about very soon. If you have the Scored Practice Test already purchased, make sure you take it at the earliest, at least before October 31st. I think that's all for today. Thanks for being part of this video. I believe I've made a quick update, quick video, not taking much of your time. Well, keep following us. This is Nakul, Nakul, signing off from Skills PTE. Soon we'll be back. Till then, take care. Bye-bye. Thanks much.